Hey people, welcome back. Thank you for watching again. I appreciate you guys watching. Um, like I said, I do this when I'm not that busy, and right now I'm not that busy at all. So also I wanted to take my time researching the medicine that I was engaging with. In this case, it was lysergic acid, LSD or Lucy, whatever you want to call her, and yeah, it was definitely an experience, and what I mean by taking my time, I I have multiple experiences just to be sure that like I'm giving you my right experience overall. I analyze every experience that I have, you know, where I had experiences when it was daytime, I had experiences when it was dark, I had experiences with music, with different types of music. I had experiences with no music at all. I had experiences with friends, alone, you know. I had experiences with small doses and, you know, macro doses, I guess. So it has been a very beautiful journey with this medicine. So like I said, if I don't post much, I apologize, but I really like to give you guys a good opinion based on my experiences overall, and not just draw a conclusion and give you guys, oh, this is how it's gonna feel, because I also ask friends who have journeyed with me or who have had experienced it before, and they told me their experiences, and it was very different from mine. So like I said, we're gonna I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit about my experience and how other people around me have viewed their own experience. Um, to be honest, this experience was very similar to the psilocybin mushrooms. Um, it was super internal. Especially with a microdose, and a microdose is usually about maybe half a tab, maybe less, but I just took half a tab. And for those who don't know what LSD is, I mean, it's literally a fungi that comes from wheat called ergot, and they synthesize the fungi itself, and it's yeah, LSD is liquid. It's literally clear liquid, and it was invented by Albert Hoffman. I forgot the dates, to be honest. I don't really keep up with the dates, but it was a very powerful experience, and he had a very powerful experience by accident. This dude was, I guess, experimenting with something, and he grabbed some LSD, and I guess some of it fell in his arm or something. And when he was, going home, he used to ride his bike, and then boom, started kicking in. He started like having more access to his own consciousness, and then he became a big, advocate for plant medicine and LSD. Of course, he was founder to a certain extent. So it was a very powerful experience for him, and I'm glad that he was able to synthesize this beautiful fungi. And historically, LSD has been one of the major factors in the hippie movement, in the consciousness movement in the United States. Uh, it had to do a lot with the civil rights movement. If you start looking into the history of it, I'm not gonna go so deep into it, but yes, psychedelics had to do a lot with opening up and seeing people as people, and start dehumanizing people. So it was very plant medicine has been very powerful in our society overall. And personally, I did this plant, like I said, in different settings, and like I said, people, this is not because I'm recreationally doing it. It's more because I want to give you guys information about the safety of these beautiful plants, which you have to respect. You definitely have to respect. You know, you definitely have to go in humbly and on trying to learn from them. If you want to do them recreationally, I mean that's up to you. You know, I mean, to be honest, I like to be in a good setting where I wanna learn. I wanna try to feel. You know, and I wanna try to just digest whatever information I'm getting. You know, so I took half a dose, and it felt like 1 or 2 grams of mushrooms. If you guys have taken mushrooms, if you guys don't know how like mushrooms feel, usually you feel like a little bit more energetic. You feel like, okay, cool, this is nice. Like you feel more confident. There's like a euphoric feeling that you feel, and you just want to engage. Some people engage differently. Some people are extroverted, so they start talking a lot. Some people are more thoughtful. They get creative. They like to draw, or they like to like sing, or they like to dance. So that's how I felt. I felt very like, like I wanted to talk. I wanted to just be poetic. I like to write poetry, so that's the thing. I wanted to talk. I wanted to be poetic. I just wanted to express my thoughts, into the air or into somebody. So that was my experience with it. um, Half a tab. Then I took 2 tabs. And that's when things started getting a little bit more turbulent. You start to get into like you start feeling like everything just opens up, like everywhere in your body, in your mind, and then you just poof, you blast off. You blast off, and then you start having more access to consciousness. Not just your own thought of consciousness, but that voice inside your head just wants like, "Boop, I'm out. This is all you, homie." And that's where you start to like, I don't know, be more curious, going outside of your comfort zone and going into places that, you know, kind of makes you feel like, oh, how you kind of have. Some people have existential crises, some people have ego deaths or whatnot. So it's up to you to see how you handle it. You have to go in there and move around. And what I mean by moving around is like this little thing that we have inside our heads is wild. And it likes to explore. Depending on how much curious you are, and if you start letting go of fear, that's pretty much your trip. That's pretty much where it's gonna guide you. So like I said, if if this is your first time, try to do it with somebody that's there for you. Somebody that's experienced. Someone that has like some credentials. Some integrity, some discipline. And someone that it's gonna take care of you when you're vulnerable. You know I know a lot of people have experiences with people that don't really know what they're doing, or like you are just using medicine itself to take advantage of vulnerability, or just like people are just feeling a certain way. So I always tell people, like find somebody that is gonna take care of you. And you will have an amazing time with it. If you're able to let go, and if you're in a safe space, because you definitely need a safe space. Like I tell people, do not do this as a party drug. It's not a party drug. None of this medicine is a party drug. And maybe I'm being, you know, I guess conservative when it comes to plant medicine, but for me it's more of a ceremonial setting. And or if you want to bond with somebody, if you're having like problems, difficulties with somebody, and they're open to, try and plant medicine, it's nice to, make that connection and bond and set out differences. Because I've done it before and it works. So, yeah, and check the legality. If it's not legal in your state, I mean, I can't tell you what to do, but you're gonna get in trouble if you get caught. So try to do this in a legal setting where all this medicine is legal and you won't get in trouble. If you go, if you decide to go the other way, I mean that's completely up to you. just make sure you're safe. And I did not have any visuals when it comes to it, you know. Only when I closed my eyes and I was in a high dose, I was like, okay, I see visuals. We have a tab, with one tab, you will have some visuals too, you know, depending on, you know, how potent or how many drops of LSD they drop into that one dose. So, yeah, try to be in a relaxed state and, like I said, relax, breathe, learn how to breathe. Do your research, you know, do all these things that you have to do before you go into medicine, you know. Don't do this blindly, and if you want to do it blindly, just make sure that you have someone around that's gonna take care of you. I know I keep saying this a lot, but it's I want you guys to have a beautiful experience. I want you guys to grow, you know. I want you guys to like understand the beauty of consciousness, the beauty of your body, you know, the beauty of yourself. So if you guys wanna do it blindly and you guys do it in the wrong setting, everything is off, you're gonna have a bad time, and most likely it's just gonna make you, I don't know, traumatized. It's gonna traumatize you in a way that you're not ever wanna try to do anything like this again. So, like I said, and that's the wrong way to go by it, because then again you're just sabotaging yourself. You're sabotaging yourself from yourself, from the experience itself, because you start generalizing that experience and you keep saying, "Oh, I will never do that again because I had a quote unquote bad trip." Of course, you had a bad trip because you didn't handle it well from the beginning. So make sure that you don't have to be in a mental you don't have to be mentally stable where, and I don't mean like I know that came out wrong, but some people ask me, well, I'm not in a good place right now, I'm feeling emotional, you know, I'm going through a lot of stress. That doesn't really fucking matter. What matters is that if you have the courage to take it and take it safely. Be safe, be educated, and if the person that's gonna be with you, tell them to give you little information about it. You know, try to dig in before you go into this medicine. Try to feel that you're gonna be at peace during the journey. You know, and I don't mean that during the. I don't mean that. uh, what I mean by peace, I mean like that you're gonna be able to express everything that you feel. You know, because it's gonna be very emotional. For for me, it's always psychedelic experiences are always emotional. They're like I can feel in the top of the world, or I can feel oh, I can feel just the heaviness of life, you know. So I'm gonna try to make this short video short, but I'm just trying to spread as much information as possible. So find somebody that's gonna take care of you again and again. Okay. I want you guys to get traumatized about an experience where you weren't prepared for it. And if you guys have any questions regarding that, you guys can contact me. Like I said, my friends had a different experience than I did. You know, they say that they usually see a lot of visuals, they see a lot of lights, they see more definition on things and stuff like that. For me, it wasn't really like that. Everything was super internal. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw visuals, of course, heavy doses. I blasted off, and like very similar to mushrooms, to be honest. And you know, I feel like once you build some neural pathways, you can go poof, you can go to different sections of consciousness, you know, and it's pretty fucking amazing. You learn a lot. So if you guys have any questions or anything, let me know. If you guys thought this video was shit, let me know. If you guys uh, have any other feedback, you know, let me know. I'm gonna try to work on it, and I really appreciate it. I really appreciate your patience. I really appreciate you guys watching. So I'm grateful, you know. If you guys are anywhere in the area, you know, in North Carolina or in any nearby states, let me know. I'm always down to meet people. I'm always down to just you know, talk to people and you know, get to know people. Life is beautiful, and I'm trying to learn more from people. So just hit me up if you guys have any questions. I'll be doing another video on Mambay and Anvil. not some other medicine that I practice with. So I be posting a little bit more later on. So you guys be safe, stay safe. Everything that you do, make sure that you do your research before you do it. Uh, don't go into rabbit holes, man. Like whatever you're going into, whether it's plant medicine or any other type of meditation, make sure that you're safe and you're doing your research and you're trying to like try to connect the dots. I mean, some people just blindly believe in shit, and to be honest, uh, it is what it is, I guess. Anyways, peace out. If you guys have any questions, like I said, contact me. I love you guys. And if you follow me in Instagram, Facebook, and all those other platforms, I love you. And yeah, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you guys want to hear more. And thank you guys. Peace out. Be safe. Love you. Much love. Much peace. Much everything. Bye.